Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to more Shibuya Scramble. My name is Raven from the Sky. And let's do this. Now the last episode we were stuck in a loop. But there's one thing I didn't do. Is this one here. This is the one thing I thought I had to change something else. I didn't change this one, which is leave the study. Remember? I had a choice whether to leave the study or to stay there when he got annoyed. I think I'm supposed to leave the study. Please leave me alone. He got up and left to leave the study. Yep. How would you please? Now, would you please leave me alone? He got up to leave the study. Sir, hold on. There's something I want to give you. Kajiwara reached into his pocket. I don't need a darn banana. Osawa fled the room. He needed to be alone, if only for a few moments. But even if he could somehow shake Kajiwara, the other detectives had eyes all over his house. He had reached the limits of his patience. Couldn't even think straight anymore. He headed for the back door, trying to avoid the police. Opening the door quietly, he slipped across the yard and out through the back fence. Oh, shoot, the helicopter though. He didn't want to venture too far from the house. He found a tiny alley and took cover there, thankful for a few moments to himself at last. While there, he caught sight of a man and a young girl. Okay, here we go. Because remember the other one said, the hint said, either, what's the name, had to deter him, keep him at the office, give him good advice to stay at the office, go back to the office, and then the next person needs to meet them outside of his and her house. This is it. Okay. And a father and his daughter running past the main road. It looked as if they were running from something. The man glanced anxiously back over his shoulder, dragging his daughter by the hand. Osawa watched absently as the pair rounded the corner and disappeared from sight. Oh! Not long after, a pair of thuggish-looking men came running along, heading in the same direction. You there! One of them called out, "You see a guy and his daughter around here?" Toyama turned his daughter handed. They've come to Shoto while running from loan sharks. Just moments ago, Toyama was talking on the phone with Minorikawa. Will it let me jump? He got some new info. Lost some more time. The surveillance camera piece still wasn't finished. He tried to hang himself again. I'm on the run somewhere near Shoto. Okay, we've already... So there was really no need to jump. We've already played this. But I guess maybe just in case, I did it just so that maybe it would trigger and erase that bad ending we got on Kano's. Okay, so yeah, we just got the same thing. Oh, that was a waste. Let's go back. Yeah, see that bad ending still sitting there. All right, let's go back. Don't think so, no. Come on, Yotaro, let's go. Said the other man. All right. Osawa groaned inwardly when he got back to his study. You still here? Yes, sir. I was told to keep my eyes on you, after all. Believe me, it shows. Mr. Osawa, if you're going to go outside, I'd appreciate it if you let me know first. What? Had Kajiwara realized he'd snuck out of the house. But more importantly, Kajiwara reached back into his suit pocket. I've been meaning to give this to you. He held a small plastic. Okay, the ticket. We've already been through this. This is what's clogging the toilet. Mm-hmm. We've already seen this last episode. Huh? He muttered. All right, we've already read this. That's why I'm going through it. If I'm going too fast, you can just pause the video. trying to think here. Because now we're back. We're still in the loop. This is actually the right answer all along. It's just you have to play a certain way, which duh, I should know that by now, but still, it can kind of throw you off. Sitting there stuck in that loop, you guys don't even know. It hung up. All right. Okay, so we'll try this again. I had to go to YouTube. I was sitting there, man, I was stuck. This. So you're supposed to do this, and then see how that jump disappeared? See, what I did was I played this, then I played his story and got the bad ending. And then if you do that, it tells you maybe if someone hadn't have told them to stay where they're at. It's just you have to play a certain way. Like so. You play through the sneaking out. You gotta do it all over again. Through the magical power of editing, though. And all you guys saw was a jump cut, but I'm telling you, y'all don't know how long it took me to try to figure that out, and then just give up and search it on YouTube. See, that last time, remember, this didn't come up. They didn't crouch by butchers. They just kept running because they were going off the advice I told them to run back to the office. When you play as the other guy, remember? So the first choice, as I said earlier, is the right choice. The game just throws you off when you get that bad ending. As he looked around wild-eyed, he spotted Osawa watching him from the alleyway. "Help!" the man called out. "Help me! Please! If these guys catch me, Oh! The father's eyes went wide when he got a look at Osawa's face. You're... Huh? Osawa thought he recognized his fugitive too, though he couldn't remember from where. "There are some real nasty guys after us," the man said. "I know I have no right to ask you this, but please at least help me keep my daughter safe. Probably you should go to the police if..." "No, they won't be able to help me with this." "Oh God, please, I'm begging you, help me. I'm sorry, but please, if not me, then at least help my daughter," the man pleaded. Osawa looked down at the girl. Unlike her father, she was calm and reserved. A little too calm and reserved. She reminded him of Maria just a little. Oh, here we go. These people needed professional help. Osawa decided to call the police. Osawa couldn't just stand idly by. He decided to help them evade their pursuers. That tells me that's the right answer. It's gotta be. This has got to be it. If we're still stuck in the freaking loop. I didn't watch the whole thing because I don't, spoilers. I just wanted to see the different approach I could take and judge based off of that. I'm judging that that's the right answer. You know what I mean? If it's not, oh well, but it's got to be because I know I've done everything else. I know I have. That was a terrible loop. And then the episode before this one, had the rest of the episode, we was just stuck in that loop. All right, follow me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. This has got to be it. He led the two back into his house and into the storage shed out back. You can lay low in here for a while if you like, he said. The shed was fairly large. There was plenty of space for the man and his daughter. I'm so sorry, the man said. I'm not sure how I can possibly thank you. Don't worry. Osawa closed the shed door and headed back out to take a look around. Two thuggish-looking men came running up to him. No doubt these were the people the father and daughter were running from. They said in sunglasses, you see a guy and his daughter around here? Alright, we've already seen this dialogue. Yes, I think they saw them. Which way did they go? There we go. We're good. See, he didn't do that last time. He just said, I don't know. And they kept running the way they went. And they caught up to him. Sweet, we almost got him. The pair sped away. Osawa waited until they were fully out of sight and called out of the shed. All right, they're gone. The door stayed closed, however. I feel like if he would have called the police, it would have been a big scene and they would have eventually caught up to him. I'm really sorry, the man called back from inside. Those guys might come back this way. Is it okay if we hide out here a little while longer? He sounded desperate. Pitiful, really. Sure, go ahead. With that, he headed back inside. Evidently, he just wasn't going to get any time alone today, no matter where he went. Poor guy. Osawa groaned inwardly when he got... we've already saw this part. And then from here, it's gonna pick up to... He's gonna give us the ticket. Wonder, do I have to keep playing through this? Let me see. Yes! Woo, that was the right choice. Thank Jesus. The second man approached the one holding the attaché case. After exchanging a scant handful of words, he took the case and walked off. Sasayama? I'll handle the guy with the case. Got it. Sasayama broke into a run chasing after the man who'd taken the ransom. Kano hung up his phone and rushed to close the distance with the other man. You there! Stop where you are! The suspect turned and Kano recognized his face. He was indeed a member of the foreign crime syndicate that operated in Shibuya. Is the hostage safe? Kano demanded. The man's only response was an unsettling grin. Answer me! But though he repeated the question, the man remained silent. Oh, here we go. Took out a pair of handcuffs and reached for the suspect's wrist. Took out his phone and checked with Sasayama. Equipment used by police officers to shackle suspects. In Japan, the belt that makes up part of the officer's duty uniform has a storage pouch for a pair of handcuffs. Same over here. Or I guess it depends on what duty belt or what pouch you have on your duty belt, but it's the same over here in America. Oh, the man pulled a knife from his breast pocket and swung it right at Kano's face. Kano managed to jerk away in time, but his momentum carried him too far backward, and he sprawled into the pavement. Darn! The suspect was already making a run for it. Suddenly, a large car of a foreign make skittled to a halt, blocking off the man's escape route. A tall Caucasian man jumped out. He wore sunglasses and a crisp suit. Now cornered, the fleeing suspect vanished, brandished his knife. "Be careful!" The Kano didn't even have time to finish shouting his warning. There was a metallic ping, and the knife went flying through the air. The man in sunglasses had snapped his right foot up, sending the weapon flying. As the attacker's jaw dropped in astonishment, the newcomer proceeded to elbow him right in the face. The blow connected, and the suspect went down hard. Ah! Ow! The fallen man turned his head to look at Kano. His mouth moved as if he was attempting to say something. Oh! He never got it out. The man in sunglasses kicked him in the face. With a groan, the perp slumped down unconscious. "Hey!" Kano snapped. "What the heck are you doing?" He stormed over to the man with sunglasses. The man nonchalantly dusted off his suit. "You were ordered to watch and see where these guys went, right?" He spoke in fluent Japanese. "What happened to that Japanese sense of honor I heard so much about?" Who are you?" "I'm from the U.S. Embassy's Regional Security Office." He presented Kano with his ID. Jack Stanley. His title was listed as Security Assistance Officer. Kano glanced at the car he'd shown up in. The license plate was blue with white lettering. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs? But the ministry wouldn't just send some diplomat to intervene in a police investigation. Kano pulled his phone out of his pocket. Sasayama's name was displayed across the LCD screen. "How are things on your end, Kano?" "I have the suspect in custody. How about you?" He got away from me." "What about the attaché case?" "I'm sorry, but he's still got to be around here somewhere. I'm going to look around some more." Sasayama hung up. "What's your name, detective?" Jackson asked as Kano was processing the new info. "Kano from the Shibuya precinct." "All right, Kano. I'm going to need you to follow my instructions for the next while." "Why is that?" Instead of answering, Stanley took out his cell phone and made a quick call. After a few moments, he held the phone out for Kano. "Here, permission from your boss," he said. "What?" He took the phone gingerly, bracing himself. Kano speaking. "You imbecile! What the heck are you thinking?" It was Kuze, and he was furious. Understandably so, really. Kano had disobeyed a direct order, and for what? All he could accomplish was losing track of the attaché case. "I'm sorry, sir. You really think sorry's gonna cut it?" "You're off the force, Kano." "Oh my God." Kano slumped, defeated. He had no reply. He knew he deserved whatever punishment he got. Still, orders from up top didn't trump the hostage's safety. If he could have gone back and done it all again, he was sure he'd made the same call. Maybe that meant he wasn't detective material, but so be it. "That's what I want to tell you," Kuze continued. "But for now, I need you to follow the instructions of the guy there, Stanley. Do whatever he tells you." "Sir?" Kano hadn't seen that one coming. I thought he was really getting kicked off. I thought he was going to get a bad ending. And yes, he knew he deserved a reprimand. But being ordered to tag along with some stranger who just turned up out of the blue? What the heck? "May I ask why the U.S. Embassy is involved with this?" "No more questions, Kano. Step in line." "Please, just hold on. Sir, I have no idea what's going on here." Kuze let out an exasperated sigh. "That makes two of us, kid." And with that, the director hung up. Sounded like even Kuze didn't have the whole story here, which meant that orders were coming from someplace higher. A foreign syndicate moving the ransom around the U.S. Embassy. Whatever was going on, it was more than just a local kidnapping case, and Kano was deep in the middle of it. He handed the phone back to Stanley. A few moments later, two detectives from the MPD arrived on the scene. To Stanley handed over the fallen criminal's thing. You're chasing a bum lead, you know, Stanley said as he watched him carry the man away. What do you mean? I mean, this kidnapping isn't about the money. My priority is the girl's safety. Right. Now your priority is doing what I tell you to do. Kano gave him a scowl, but Stanley ignored it. The guy we just arrested, he asked. He tell you anything? No, nothing. Really now? All trace of emotion drained from Stanley's eyes. His gaze pierced Kano's icy daggers. It held a glimmer of something dangerous, something Kano had seen plenty of times since he joined the force. He wasn't looking into the eyes of some diplomatic liaison, no. This was a man who knew how to kill, who'd killed people before. With some effort, Kano managed to regather his sense of professionalism. He didn't tell me anything, he repeated. I just know that he's a member of some foreign crime syndicate that works out of Shibuya. Probably knows some of their hangouts. Show me, Stanley said, cool as an automaton. We'll take my car. Kano wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his brow as they headed for the vehicle. He was just sliding into the passenger seat when Kuze radioed over the wireless. Okie dokie, folks, listen up. The childish tone was back in his voice at full force. Kano stiffened on reflex. He knew what that meant. So, you told me Osawa has, gone missing? What? Kano couldn't believe his ears. Wasn't Tatino supposed to be protecting her right now? Also, Detective Tatino hasn't radioed in. And, we can't reach him from our end either. No way, Kano blurted out. It can't be. So yeah, Kuze continued. It might have gotten caught up in this incident too. Wasn't like a detective of Tatino's stature to go incommunicado during an investigation. Can only mean that something had happened to him. Something major. Oh! To be continued, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like, subscribe, help the channel and the series grow. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.